Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Capital A Trading and welcome to my Forex Weekly review. It's just going to be that video where I review everything I said on Sunday, show you how it's kind of progressed throughout the week, show you where the winners are, where the losers are, and kind of just what would have happened for us if you was trading it. If that sounds good, guys, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right corner. Stay up to date with the channel. This is a weekly process. This is something that I do every week. So on Sundays, you can catch what I'm looking at for the week, the best trading opportunities. And as you can see, if you watch my last 3 weeks, the 3 main focuses that I've asked you to watch out for have all come off with amazing accuracy. So again, guys, stay tuned to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And with that, I'm going to get straight into it this week. Okay, guys, so as usual, I'm going to start with that pound USD. That was the trade that I first mentioned on the Sunday video. Now, I was looking at a sell. If I just come down to the 4 hour, around this 139 mark, I was looking for price to pretty much come again and play off of that area. The scenario that I know would have been left there. It didn't. It's eaten through that. It looks like it's come to the 1.4 level and it's now having a monstrous drop. That's dropped about 170 pips already. So just looking at this now, monitoring this, when I go back to that daily picture, this is the kind of the swing that I've been harping on about for all these months now. And basically what we're looking at is, I believe it's either going to hit the 136 area and continue to be a new high, or it's going to play off of this level up here around the 140 41, 4,500 mark, somewhere up there, and then be a massive sell. It's kind of in the middle of the pitch at the moment, so it's not really come to where I want to enter. But looking at this now, what I'm going to focus on is a possible buy around the 138 level, just off of this scenario here. If that doesn't hold up the way I want it to, again, there's only 1 day left of the trading week. So if I don't really see this tomorrow early morning, it will be something that I quickly write off out of my mind. And I'll be looking at price then coming a lot lower to that 136 level, finally to actually hit the 136 mark and then go up higher. It is still bullish on the higher time frames. I am expecting price to eventually come a lot higher, even make a new high at the 143 level. So that's what I'm going to watch out for. So just keep an eye on how that's going to perform. We're coming up to the London close for today. So now and then you tend to see the pound actually get strong sometimes when the London session closes. So let's just see how it reacts off this candle, off this area. That's what I advise you to look out for the rest of the week on pound USD. Okay, guys, so next up is the Euro USD, another one that I've been kind of banging on about for ages. This is the daily swing that I'm looking at. I'm looking at price where it come down here to this area around about the 1.17. That was the push up that I was looking at as well. So that's happened. It's come to my area quite rapidly, actually. I was mentioning around the 12300, 12500 mark. So yes, the bodies are staying under there. The wicks may have reached up to a point where, you know, a small account wouldn't have been able to handle that trade there. But looking at this now, I do believe it looks very perfect. Let me just show what I mean on the 4 hour. I like the way that my area has been hit. It's dropped down. It showed a reaction. It's come again to the same area, the same candle, and it's had a massive push literally as we're speaking. So just looking at this now, I'm going to watch the area. I'm going to keep an eye on that 12500 mark. I'm actually going to try and take a position. If it comes there again one more time, I'm going to try and take a big sell position to come back down to at least the 18500 mark. So we're looking at around 200 pips from the entry point. So keep an eye on this one. Again, it's another one that the dollar tends to have a lot of strength on a Friday. We know a lot of moves tend to kick off on a Friday, or, you know, complete what they wanted to do on the end of the week. So keep an eye on this one for tomorrow early, again with that London session. If it's there early morning, I'll pull the trigger. If it's the later the day gets, the more invalid the trade will become for me. So keep an eye on that one, the Euro USD. That's 12500 for the sell. Okay, guys, next up is the Euro Pound. So just a quick update on this one. Again, this was like one of my main focuses on that Sunday video. If I just show you, it's kind of very similar to what we just looked at on the Euro USD, how it's come to my area. We've had a 110 pip push. So that was the nice trade. I actually caught a big portion of this. And it's now come back to the same area. And it looks like it's going to play off the kind of same level, the same scenario. So again, the 87 level, yes, I believe they're selling from here. We can take another position, maybe around the 86,800. That's where it is right now. I'd recommend keeping your stop loss just above 87,200. I do believe where my red lines are, the price shouldn't come higher than. That's not to say that it won't. It's just that the euro had their interest rate decision this afternoon. It only pushed up to my area and it looks like it's struggling again. So again, just keep an eye on that level. I do believe the market makers are placing sell positions at that 87 mark and just dropping the market. I am expecting it to come down to at least 84,500. So again, just keep an eye on that one. That's the Euro Pound. Okay, guys, so the next one up is oil. I'm just showing you the video that was released on Sunday, showing you the area that I had marked out. This is what price action was looking like at the time. And if I just quickly come over to show you now where we're looking like with oil. So again, just showing you these opportunities are available. They happen. I called this one around the 64 mark. I could see that they'd left the transaction here. Oil, this moves differently to currencies, but obviously still plays off the same scenarios that I'm looking at. And it just dropped quite nicely from the 64, and we're now down at 61. This moves a bit different to the currencies. You'd see a lot more money on a movement like that than you would on a different type of trade, a pound USD, for example, or a CAD JPY, whatever. So again, this is oil. Just keep an eye on this one now. I'm pretty sure this might come and make a new low. It's probably going to come and take out this area, probably heading down towards the 57 level. So for right now, it's what I call in the middle of the pitch. I don't really want to touch it where it is. It's kind of too much potential to go up, too much potential to go down. If it does come back towards that 64 level, I'll be looking at a retest for another sell. So that's all I've got for oil. Okay, guys, so just a quick update on gold. You're going to listen up. Basically, what I'm about to do is dead off two pairs and keep an eye on one. So what I mean by that is the gold pound. I want to, invalidate what I said on Sunday now. I was looking at a sell from this area. It started to show signs for me now from this swing. From what I'm looking at, it's going to climb higher, probably come to at least 1320 to the 1340 level. So I'll be starting to focus on something a bit more up there. For me right now, this is just going to climb higher. That doesn't mean I'm going to buy it. I'm looking to become a seller off of one of these areas. For me, gold pound invalid. Gold euro pretty similar. Again, this is the swing I'm looking at. So what I want to see is, this was the push that came. There was a decent movement in there. For me now, it's just going to climb higher. The selling power doesn't really look like it's there. If I just move over to the gold USD now, I like this one. Now this one for me is going to remain valid. As you can see, it doesn't look as scruffy as the other swings that I just showed you. It isn't, threatening to eat this area here around 1820. So it's played off my level. It's come to the 1795 mark. It's hit what I would call the foot of this candle, my eye candle, and it started to have that reaction. So this is a good start to my area. So what I want to see now is I just want to see price struggling here a bit more. I am going to look to take a position around the 1800 mark. I'm going to look to hold this. This may take a little while. This may take about a week or two. It will depend on tomorrow and how the price is struggling in this area. I do want to see signs that the market makers are here around this level, and that's when I'll take my position for the big drop. So that's the one that I'm going to keep an eye on. That's the gold USD. We'll keep that one valid. Gold pound, gold euro, all bets are off. Okay, guys, next up is pound CAD. This is actually a trade that I'm in, so listen up. Basically, been waiting forever, almost, it feels like, on this area, this trade. I was looking at around the 175 level. I was looking at something being played off of this level here. I am aware that from the swing, it could have been anywhere between 175 to 176. What I was then looking at is this candle over here. So as I saw price come down to this level here, start to shoot down a little bit, we had that pound strength that I was mentioning for the start of the week. It shoots up to the area. It starts to show me that sign of struggle. It then goes again slightly higher, showing that sign of struggle. Now, the beauty of this trade this week is that we had that news. I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday around 3:30 for the Canada's interest rate, if I'm correct. Bear with me on that one. I think it's the interest rate or the unemployment rate. What that did was fuel the Canadian dollar. It gave it strength. And right on time, so we had the timing of the trade, we had where to enter, and right on time, it dropped down at about 200 pips. It's now gone about 240 from where the peak was. So again, another good trade that's fueled by the news. We're now getting the time when to press it. This used to happen a lot more, let's say, pre-coronavirus. The interest rate decisions used to really fuel the markets in a different way. That kind of died down a bit for the last year, especially with obviously what's going on. And I'm starting to see signs of it now coming back. So it even gives you the time of when the trade should be successful. So that happened yesterday. We're in profit at the moment. It's going quite well. It's dropping quite nicely. I'm looking to hold it at least to the 172, 171, 500 level. And then I'll think about shaving some profits off. So that was the pound CAD with some fundamentals, worked out quite well this week. Be sure to check out Sunday's video where I'll be kind of updating where I think this may move to next. Okay, guys, next up is the pound NZD, another scarily accurate call. So this is the daily picture. What I'm looking at to do personally is look to buy it from this level around the 190, 900, 191 mark. I'm looking for the buy push from there. What I mentioned on Sunday, and you can see in the video that will click up at the end of this one. So that little pop-up link, you can watch that video, check everything that I said in there. I mentioned the 195 level, price coming up to it at the start of the week. It'll look a bit clearer on the 4 hours to what I was actually doing. There's a lonesome blue candle there. That's the one that I was looking at. I was looking to see price come towards 195 and then drop down. It's done that. It's had an almost 200 pip drop, 220 pip drop. So what I'm looking at now is that just simply coming now down to the 191 level, where I'm going to watch price, see how it reacts there. There'll be a possible buy on the pound NZD next week around that level. So keep an eye on this one. I'll be updating this on Sunday. Okay, guys. So the next one is the pound Aussie. This one very similar to the pound NZD. I was looking to see that 180 level get interacted with. There's that lonesome blue candle here on the 4 hour time frame. It comes to around 180, 500 and it's starting to drop. So again, that one, I'll call that invalid now. Let's see it drop. Let's focus on the buy from a much lower zone. It's kind of in the middle of the pitch, so I'll let this one play. I'll be updating this one on Sunday. So again, be sure to check out that Forex Weekly. Okay, guys, so the next two I want to talk about, and there's actually something that I want you to watch for the rest of the week here. So again, put your thinking cap on. I mentioned this AUDJPY. I've been banging on about this area for ages, around the 84,600, 84,800 mark, somewhere in there. Price simply came into it. So I mentioned that the AUD will be the first thing to open when the week starts. Of course, the Australian dollar is when it's 10 p.m. Sunday night for us, UK time. It's 9 a.m. in Australia, so they're opening. They've got the head start. Which pushes this AUDJPY up into that area, and then we get the drop. And so far, it's about 150, 160 pip drop, and I feel like it's going to come a lot lower. I know a couple of my students have caught on to this one, so again, congratulations to those. Hold on to it to at least 82 mark. If you can hold on to it down to there, definitely shave some profits off now. I'll take at least 30% of the trade off, let the rest of the 70% ride, try and hold it to the 82 mark. That's AUDJPY. The next one is the EUROJPY, and this is something that I want to explain. I've been watching for quite a while, so I'm quite in sync with it now. I've had students get into this area for sells. They've seen some profit has come back and taken them out. So again, the sell area was the 130,500 mark. It was just playing. Eventually went and ate the area. What I'm looking for, I believe there's a lot of liquidity above this area, and I believe it is going to eventually take off the euro against the JPY. So I'm looking at that 129,300 to the 129 mark. Somewhere down here, we're going to get that buy push. Okay, so just keep an eye on this one. That's the EUROJPY. They've just had their interest rate decision this afternoon, the euro. I thought it might have been the spike there. So what I was looking for is kind of trying to time it with that interest rate decision. It wasn't in my area of buying. That's fine. I left it. I'm going to watch this tomorrow, see if it gets there, and then think about the buy to try and hold throughout the whole of next week. I feel like it could be a really profitable trade. That's the EUROJPY. Okay, guys, so just a quick update on the NZDUSD. This isn't all glory. Trading isn't always 100% winning. You're going to have losses. It happens. This is a trade I took. I lost. It's the NZDUSD. I was looking to trade it around the 71,600 mark. Now, looking at this, I believe it's still valid. And what I'm going to show you I'm going to do is just kind of move the goalposts. So what I'm doing now is just checking out this area here. I believe this is what it might be playing off. And I might have got it wrong with this one. So if I'm correct, it's stuck to the area so far. It's hit the area the way I like to see. It's showing all the signs. So again, I don't feel this is ready yet. This is something that I will be updating more on the Sunday video. But what I'm kind of looking to see is just see how much it's going to struggle in this area. See if it's pretty much going to stick with the 200 level. I'd look to take a position in there again. I do believe the big sell is going to come. It's just about when. So again, be patient. I'll be updating this on Sunday. Okay, guys, that's all from me this week. If you like that, you like the trades, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right corner. Stay up to date with the channel. You can check the video that I posted on Sunday. That'll be popping up as well in that little box. And just basically you can review what I said there and how I've kind of checked it out now. Again, if that sounds good, hit that subscribe button, stay up to date, and I'll see you back here on Sunday. Have a great trading week.